TV or call 09056 480 480 and quote the item number on your screen.
A very warm welcome to Cake Academy. This is your regular slot here on Create and Craft, 5 o'clock every Sunday. Don't forget you can also series link this show. So every Sunday at 5 o'clock we're going to bring you this hour from Cake Academy. Of course, we are bringing you lovely techniques. We are bringing you all the hints. We're bringing you demonstrations with the great guests. Anything that you do see on the show, the item details will pop up on the screen, and all you've got to do is take in note of the item number. You see the item number just there. You see all the details there. You'll see the prices there. You'll see how to contact us at the bottom there as well. First off, let's talk about your magazines. The Cake Masters magazines. We have got all three. If you want to go for your January, February and March, these editions again are packed. They really, really are. All of your projects in there, all of your hints and tips, all of your ideas and inspiration, they're all in there. 356 295 is the item number to quote. We will show you those in more details during the course of the show, but we have to introduce the Cake Master. It is Rosella.
Hello.
Now, lots of you may know Rosella. If you watch Create and Craft regularly, you'll know Rosella as a paper craft. You do parchment, but she's also a sewer.
Yep.
As well.
Yep.
And of course, Rosella, you do everything.
I like playing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Rosella is the true meaning of a crafter. She really, really is. I was thrilled when I saw earlier in the week that I was doing the Cake Academy with Rosella. I was like, yes. On this show, we do have not only all the great hints and tips and demonstrations from Rosella, we've got some great equipment that you need. We've got beautiful dies as well. But even if you're not into your cake decorating, these dies you can use for your paper crafting as well. And so we're talking about a great brand as well.
Absolutely, tattered lace.
So what are we going to do this hour now for this Cake Academy?
For this one, we're actually going to transfer our paper crafting skills onto our cake. So we're going to use our die cutting skills, and we're going to actually die cut edible wafer paper that we can then decorate cakes with.
Yeah.
So if you're used to using your crossover machine or whichever machine you've got, and you think, oh right, okay, I didn't know you could use that for cakes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. And the great thing about that is that you can get this sort of delicacy just from die cutting, so you don't have to be a master with sugar craft.
That's lovely, isn't it? That's so delicate.
It is so delicate because of the paper that we use in the edible wafer paper. Can you see the height on that? It's going to stay like that, so you're going to get that.
Oh, I see.
And it really is. Just look at that. It's like
That's
sort of. Well, it is wafer thin, isn't it? That's what it says. It's wafer thin. So you're going to be able to transfer all your paper crafting skills. And if you are a paper crafter, of course, you've got that eye for design. You've got that eye for colour as well. And you're going to transfer that onto your cakes as well. Yeah,
really lovely idea with the edible wafer paper. 362625, remember, is the item number there. Already busy for this at £8.99. You're going to get 10 A4 sheets. Remember, during the Cake Academy, as always with us here on Create and Craft, we're not limiting the numbers that you want to buy. If you like the look of this and note and think, actually grab it, because when you see demonstrations, when you see the rest of things happening during the show, you're going to say to yourself, I need that, and we don't want you to miss out at all. So that's what we're going to do. That's one of our things.
That's one of the things we're going to do. But I wanted to say why why I do cake, because everyone says, I didn't know you did cake.
Because you like cake?
No, well, no, it isn't, because I'm actually even not that fond of cake, unless it's homemade and someone's made it for me, and I have a friend who does that. But a couple of years ago, I watched Stephanie, I was in the studio, and I watched Stephanie painting cakes.
Yes.
And I said, I want to do that. I want to demo that, and nothing came of it. And then in March of that year, whichever year it was, I got a phone call. Oh, you wanted to paint cakes? I said, oh, yeah, can I come and learn? She says, no, but you're exhibiting in Excel on Saturday in the theatre, and you'll be painting.
No.
Great, thanks for that.
Oh, God, she was kidding.
No.
So you were thrown in?
Yeah. So I'm testament that actually our painting pages, which we've got later, do work, because that's what I sat down
So that's
with.
at 9 o'clock, by the way. If you want to join us at 9 o'clock, there's more techniques, the painting.
That's right.
Is that like...
That's that, yeah, that's what that is. So that's where my love of actually cake decorating came from. It started with a painting, but now that we can actually apply dyes to our cakes as well, it means that it goes even further. And really excited that at CHA that's coming up, we have been nominated for Best New Cake Product for our dyes.
Have you? Oh, that's amazing.
It is. So shall I show you what we do?
Yeah, let's have a look at the dyes. So these dyes, remember, that we're using, remember, they are available on the website. All you have to do is dive on the website if you do want to get ahead and have a look around during the hour. Then, of course, you can. There's a lot of beautiful tattered lace dyes. And tattered lace, we know as crafters, synonymous with quality and design as well.
Absolutely.
But these are specially formulated. These we can use on our cards,
You can, because our dyes are cake safe. They're certified cake safe, so you can. But what we do recommend, obviously for cleanliness and hygiene, is if you're going to use them on cake, we do recommend you actually get 2 sets if you want to use them on paper and card as well. And like I said before, it's as if you wouldn't necessarily use your craft scissors in the kitchen, would you?
No.
Or your kitchen scissors in the craft room. So,
it's very true.
But then the other thing that's a really great product from this year is the cut tidy.
The cut tidy.
So we're going to use that as well.
So we can use that with our edible wafer paper.
Yeah.
Now, the cut tidy is ingenious. It is an innovation. I don't know how it's done, but we love it.
It's magic.
It is magic. Basically, let's explain exactly what the cut tidy does.
Okay, so actually, I've got a nice clean one here. So it's some sort of polythene, cellophane, and you put...
It's just magic.
It's just magic, basically. That's what I normally say anyway. But you put your material that's going to be cut within that. So in this case, it's going to be our wafer papers. We put them within it. The dye then goes underneath, so it doesn't touch the wafer papers. So we're not going to get sticky dyes on this.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Very clever.
And it will cut through it, but then it would keep all the mess within there as well.
Inside the cut tidy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So I'm going to, in fact, I'll continue using that one that I've been using.
Yeah. So you can use it a few times then, obviously.
Well, you know, we recommend 10, but to be honest, if you've seen mine, unless it's actually physically falling apart, it gets used.
You carry on using it.
Now, I'm just going to show you this dye. This is our over-the-edge hanging heart dye. We've got lots of dyes on the show, but you can see it doesn't have an end, so you could actually continue with this. But because of the length of the paper, what I would actually say on this particular one, and what I've found, is to cut it separately, and then when you've got the join, pop a little dragea, something, little rose, something just to hide that join.
Yes,
bow,
absolutely.
anything like
something.
that. Yeah, absolutely. And your setting now, I'm using the crossover, so if you don't have a crossover...
So is that paper edible?
Yeah. It's not very tasty, it's edible.
That's what they use in the...
How's that taste?
It's like, you know, when you go to church and you
wafers, yeah. Okay. So on the crossover now,
it is edible.
It is edible, absolutely. So that cake will be eaten. It's
You're right about that.
Yeah, it's all edible.
Can we cut it after the show?
Oh, absolutely. I'm leaving
after
that
this
one.
show.
Yeah.
After this show.
After this show, whilst you're here, don't worry.
Someone get me a knife.
So on your crossover, now I've found with this you don't need to cut them really tightly like paper. You don't need that pressure because this paper is really crisp. It cuts beautifully. So I've got it on 5 or just short of. So it's what I would normally cut perhaps our essential dyes with. So not as tight as an intricate dye. And even on the intricate ones, I don't need to cut them that tight because it just cuts absolutely beautifully.
Lovely. Remember, all the details of everything that Rosella's using is on your screens. As you can see, the details for your crossover is there as well. When you see that red box and it says FlexiPay, it's exactly what it means. It's flexi payments. This is our maximum of 4 flexi pays, just $42.75 if you want to get hold of this. And if you're in the Create and Craft Club, that is your flexi payment. If you're not in the Create and Craft Club, the price that you see on the top there, $47.50, that is your flexi pay. That's beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous? Now, it stays within the paper, which I thought was really useful for this, because that means you can decide how deep that border is. Now, this dye was actually slightly too deep for my cake, which is why my cake wasn't decorated with this. But I think this is going to make a fabulous border on a cake.
I like that, but you know what I also like when it's cut into and it stays into the paper is that if I wanted to cut a few more and keep it in there for when I'm ready...
For when you're ready to use it.
Then it's all on one sheet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, I thought this was really, really sweet. So I'm just going to cut that out. And again, I've got different scissors for this.
Yes.
These are not my crafting scissors. It is my crafting poker tool, but I have used alcohol in it to clear it.
Lovely.
But I thought that makes a lovely little tiara. So I thought if you've got a princess in your family and you were doing little girl cakes, it would be
that would be
perfect.
great round a cupcake as well.
Wouldn't it just? Yeah.
That's a lovely
so.
idea, like a tiara on top of a cake.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
so
love that.
it's a really useful die, this. If you are doing wedding cakes, it's perfect.
I love this die. And again, it's a nice large die as well. So I know on the pack, when you look at the pack, you think, OK, that's not a hanging heart header. Look at the size of it. That's a huge die.
It is a really, really large die and a really useful one, this one, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's how you
And
use
you can
them.
snip into these as well,
Of
so you could just
course.
take the swirls.
Or just take the heart from it.
Or just take the heart from it.
Yeah.
So we've used the rice paper, but it's
the wafer
kind of,
paper.
it's the wafer paper. We've used the wafer paper, and don't forget we've also used that die there. And of course, remember the details are all on your screen. Let's have a look at the die. Let's give you the details there. So if you want to go for this, 362452 is the item number there, just $15.29. Remember, you can use this with your cards and your paper crafting, but do have two if you're going to use it for food. Then, of course, the wafer paper, very busy for this. Remember, you're going to get 10 sheets in total, 362,625, $8.99 is the price if you want to go for that. Then, of course, we use the crossover machine, 341952 is the item number there. Do you get a penny with it? And I think you just get the crossover. I don't know whose penny that is, but that's someone's penny. But you don't get someone's penny, you get the crossover machine with, of course, all of the plates that you need. Remember, you can cut your dies that you can use on your cakes on there, you can cut your dies from your card, you can cut your fabric on there from your deep dish dies. 341952 is the item number to quote there, $42.75. Then we saw that cut tidy. This is genius. I don't know how it happens, but not only are you going to get the 10 sheets, which we sell all day long. I'm so glad these are back in stock. These always sell out. You're going to get an additional 5 sheets, 15 sheets of your cut tidy, £10.78. Is this 3 for 2 then? Oh, if you want to get 3 sets, you only pay for 2. I like that. The magic happens at checkout, remember. 352410 is the item number to quote there. Remember, you are watching Cake Academy. What? Look,
You look so good in a tiara. You should wear one on a daily basis.
Should I? I should wear one on a daily basis. Can you imagine the hassle I'd get here?
Yeah, probably. I just wanted to show you. So your cut tidy. This is the bits that are just left over. Inside, you cut tidy, so that's going to go straight in the dustbin.
You've got to get the cut tidy, and it's 3 for 2 as well. Don't forget, all the details are there on your screen. It's very easy to order if you've just joined us for the very first time. You've got the phone number there, you've got your website there. That is how to order, nice and easy. So, going back to the daisy flourish.
So we're going to use the daisy flourish. I'm going to use the wafer paper again.
Okay.
And then we're going to just paint that.
Paint?
Yeah, I'm going to use some of our rainbow dusts to add some colour to it. So
once again, put it in the...
Yeah, pop it in your cut tidy, wherever it is going to go. And again, not too high. I'm not going to change the pressure on the machine.
You're going to leave the pressure on about 5?
About 5, yeah. Actually, mine at home, I think it's slightly less as well. So whatever your crossover is, because they're each individual, depending on what we use them for.
I'm going to say the edible paper there, the wafer paper, 25% of the stock has already sold out. Okay, so don't forget, on the side of the screen there, you can see the number, 362,625. You can see the club price there of $8.99. You can see the phone number and, of course, the website. That is how you order. If you've got the Create and Craft app, you can tap the app and order that way. So, again, it's treated... That is a lovely...
Just as if it's any other paper. Now, on some of our more intricate dies that we have got on the show, you need to be really careful taking them out, because this will rip. But for all its fineness, it's actually quite sturdy, I found.
It is, isn't
and
it?
it puts up to quite a lot of battering. And
That's a beautiful...
It's gorgeous,
beautiful
isn't it? Can I just
die.
borrow this?
Yes, sure.
rolling plate for that. So let's just put that out of the way, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to colour it with.
That's great.
So we're going to use rainbow dusts.
So rainbow dust, what is this and what is it?
It's a colour basically. So you get little pots of colour. This particular one is baby blue.
Yeah.
And you'll find that these go on and on and on. So we can use these for a number of things. We can use these for stenciling, which I'll do shortly. We can mix them. This is what I'll use later to actually paint with.
So we can mix this with water?
Not with water. We use edible medium.
Edible medium.
And that gives it a sort of a glaze as well, but it holds it together. So it's the medium that makes the paint, almost.
Right, okay,
So what I tend to do is pop it in a palette. Now,
so that's the rainbow dust.
Rainbow dust.
We do have this as a collection of sets. You're getting 3 in each set, so you've got sets 1. I don't know what set 1 has in it. We'll show you in a moment. And we've also got, there's set 1. So that's the blue that we're using at the moment with the silver and the white there.
Yep.
And then, of course, you've got set 2. You've got the chocolate, teal and the baby blue there. They're all the same item numbers, by the way. And then, of course, you've got all these lovely greens. So you've got the citrus green, the holly green, and the autumn green there. So it's a lovely green collection. I love these browns that we've got coming up next.
Yes.
So it says set 4. I don't know if we've got 5 sets or... this is set 4 here. So this is your chocolate salmon and your carrot there. They're all the same. We've got another set, actually. I think we've got set 5. Let's have a look at these. So your pumpkin there. Sunset and Primrose, 357698 is the item number, and a little goes a long way, I suppose.
It certainly does. Now, I'm using a palette. The edible medium that I use, when it dries out, it's quite difficult to get out of that, and you have to peel it out, and I'm far too lazy to do that. So what I do is use a little bit of tin foil and cover my palette with tin foil, and then all I have to do is throw it in the dustbin afterwards.
But hey, that's a really good idea.
So, yeah, just get...
Time saving as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, as a palette to mix it in, use a little bit of tin foil for that as well. So keep your foil with you at all times.
Yes.
And then, so this edible medium, and I think this is on the website.
This should be on the website, by the way.
So pop some of that in there.
So this is our edible medium.
Yep. And it's a sort of gluey substance, but it's what gives the paint the body. And then, if we can actually just, this is the citrus green. Let's pop a few. And you don't need very much because we're not going to paint very much for this. And the baby blue this one was.
Yep.
And pop some in there as well. Now we've got some brushes on the show as well. We've got some great brushes, and these are perfect for painting, but they're perfect for everything. So I'm just going to use the round brush.
Okay.
And if you just soak up the edible medium, and you can see it sort of rising up.
Can you see
that?
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to paint this perfectly flat.
I will say the brushes, they are already limited stock. So if you do want to go for that collection, you have to be quick, 351 155, and you will want them when you see the 9 o'clock show as well.
Yep.
And once you've seen what we're doing here, get your rainbow dust, grab your brushes, but please be quick for these. These are your Wilton brushes, so that high quality there, 351 155. So literally,
and all I'm going to do is paint it. So this is just laying colour on. Now I'm doing it on my board to roll, which is fine because I'll just clean that off afterwards.
Yeah. And then what is the drying time here?
It's virtually immediate, as we'll look when we do the painting later. When you're actually mixing the colours for painting, I couldn't go back over that again. I'd have to then mix it on a different area because it will dry that quickly.
Wow.
So let's just lay those down.
And again, of course, this is edible, the rainbow dust, of course.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's the same stuff, that we paint with, that we use for stenciling as well, for colouring, so it's really, really versatile. But using the edible medium means that the rice paper, the wafer paper's not getting too wet. And you don't want it too wet.
You don't want to saturate,
Not really, no.
Okay.
I've left a few in there. Let me just poke those out. There we go.
That's such a it's a really lovely cake dye.
It's
but
so
again,
pretty.
remember, as you're saying, we can use these on our, if you're not doing, you're not into cakes, but you just happen to be watching, but you're a card maker or a scrapbooker, and you love the look of this dye, don't just think that it's only for your wafer papers, for your edible papers. This is also can be used, it's tattered lace, it can be used for your cards and your paper projects. But, of course, do get 2 separate dyes if you are going to cross over, if you like. But that is lovely.
you know, that's our crossover machine again, isn't it? Because it crossed over now into fabric and cake, hasn't
Yes,
it?
yes, it does. I mean, the deep dish dyes are brilliant.
Aren't they just?
Yeah.
Now, I'm cleaning my brush with a little bit of alcohol.
Just any sort of, like a white spirit?
Yeah, I mean, this one is a Rejuvenator Spirit. It's usually on the website. I don't know whether it is at the moment, so
Right.
just check it out. And again, reload with that edible medium and just make yourself a little pool. And you're just crushing the granules, really. That's all you want to do.
Right.
And again, then just paint it on.
I think it's such a great idea. And look how the tiniest amount that
Yes.
Rosella's using. That is why those pots of the rainbow dust, they do go a long way, don't they?
Well, I think the only one that I've ever emptied, and I empty several times, is the white, because when I'm painting on cakes, I use a lot of white to mix my
Yes.
colours.
So you can mix the colours?
Oh,
then?
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So if you want a purple and you've chosen a blue and a red, that's absolutely fine. You can mix those. If it's, if you want different tones of green, fine. Add yellow to them, add blue to them, whatever you want to do. They're really, really versatile. These are our glue applicators, which I don't know whether we've got at the moment.
I think it's run out on... Is that Johnny? Johnny is our producer this hour, by the way, ladies and gents. I think they're sold out at the moment. I mean, they're sold out really quickly, the glue applicators.
Well, of course, you can use cocktail sticks. I didn't have any cocktail sticks, but I did have glue applicators.
Well, that's a good idea.
But it's just to hold it in place whilst you are painting.
Yeah.
And just keep your fingers off it, because any cake things, you'll know that actually you don't want it to get too hot. Whilst I was decorating that yesterday, it was getting sticky because the room I was in was quite hot.
It was too hot, yes.
Yeah. So I'm just going to leave that for one moment to dry.
OK, I will inform you that the brushes, the collection of brushes there, they have sold out. Well done if you got hold of that. We hope to get them back in stock, but for the moment they have sold out. This is what happens when we have, obviously, the Cake Master shows. Things do fly out of the door, like our edible the wafer paper. Very busy for that as well, remember. So if you do want to go for anything you see on the show, please be quick. That's lovely.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? So if we actually just look at the cake, you can see this is the one that I've painted. So we've just put 2 or 3 of those on, and then we've got these little silver draggies, or is that what we call them on here? The little balls.
Yes.
Is that what they're called?
Draggies.
Yeah.
Are they called draggies?
It probably says on them.
Draggies. I don't know.
What's that?
Sugar balls. But we've got a funny name. We call them draggies.
We do, don't we? And
draggies.
When you put it on your cake, that's the time to do these, I found. Otherwise, they're all over the floor.
Yes.
But what you can do, and again, we'll have some on the web, is some edible glue. I think we've got 2 or 3 different types on there.
On the website, yeah.
Oops. And just attach them. Oh, God,
okay.
Glue everywhere now.
Yeah, but that's good. So the edible glue, don't forget we have got the draggy bundle there. You can see the details. Why is it called draggy? Can someone let me know? Why is it called draggy?
It's probably not pronounced that way.
No, it's probably called draggy.
Draggies or something.
Draggies.
And then you can just pop them on, and because it's glue, it will stay on. Now, it'll stay on, she says with confidence. Stay. There's more glue on my fingers than on that. When you're attaching it to your cake, you can choose to either use water.
Yes.
I've used edible glue to attach it because the
way on the cake?
On the cake itself. If you add water to it, because it is wafer paper, you've got to be really careful and add only the smallest amount. So something like a glue just gives you a little bit more confidence that, if I put too much water on, it dissolves.
Yes.
But because it's a die cut, if it does dissolve, that's fine. Just stick it back down again with a little bit more glue.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
You can do. It's very, very forgiving.
Absolutely. OK, and let's have a look at everything that Rosella used during this demonstration. So that's demonstration number 2. Speeding through these, Rosella, I love it. 362466, that is your Daisy Starlight Flourish Cake die. Just $11.69. Remember, if you want to use these for your card making or your scrapbooking, then of course you can. If you're not into cake making, then remember these are dies that you can use on your other projects. If you are going to use it for both, you have to get 2. Let's have a look at your cut tidy. This is 3 for 2. I love that we've got this 3 for 2. put all 3 in your basket, okay, 352410. Put all 3 in your basket and proceed to checkout. It's at checkout that the magic happens. So if you're in the Creighton Craft Club, your price will be £21.56 for 3 packs. That means you'll get 45. You get 45 sheets. Wow, because you're getting 10 sheets plus an additional 5 sheets. $10.78 is the price there, but remember it's 3 for 2. You don't have to go for the 3 for 2. If you just want to go for 1 pack, then of course you can. It's at £10.78. 352410. Let's have a look at the Draggy bundle. The bundle, incredible. Not only do you get your gold and silver glitter tubes, you also get your tubs of your Draggy there as well. I hope I'm saying that nice. Draggy. If I'm saying it wrong, please email in. 3591310, just £8.09. Don't forget we also use that rainbow dust. We've got 5 collections for you. There's set 1 with your blues and your silvers there. You've also got set 2, that's with the greens and the chocolate browns. You've got lovely green collections there, that's set 3. You've got your browns with your sort of creams. I love this sort of coral colour there. That's set 4. Then of course you've got set 5 with your sunflower colours there, 357698, just £9.89. Remember, you are watching Cake Academy. I see sugar paste, I see icing, I see ready to roll icing. We've got that on the show as well if you do want to get that, and it is by the brand of Renshaw, of course by an appointment by Her Majesty.
Got to be done. Got to be done.
It's got to be done, yeah.
So I'm going to use it for stenciling. Now, we've also got...
Stenciling?
Yeah, because we've got some stencils on the show.
OK.
We've also got Tylo powder on the show.
Yes,
so
we do.
If you use this for modelling, if you want to make flowers, something like that, then mix it with some Tylo powder.
And what does the Tylo do?
Gives it sort of more body to give it that firmness.
Oh,
so
I see. So it gives it more
stability.
Stability, OK.
And that's 250 grams, so we use about half a teaspoon of Tylo powder, but it's entirely up to you. It's whatever, you know, whatever you want.
OK.
To do with it.
And again, remember, you can see all the details on the screen of everything that Rosella's using. At the end of the demonstration, I will give you that shopping list, just in case you may have missed it.
Okay, so let's just roll that out to sort of roundish, because I've not brought a cookie cooker with me.
Okay.
Cookie cutter.
Yeah,
one of those round things, anyway. And so the stencils we've got on the show, which are transparent. There we go.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so I've just chosen these because I thought these were sort of everyday. So we've got
butterflies.
This one's a butterfly, and then we've got some flourishes on there as well. Just lay it on top of your icing, and just sort of give it maybe 1-2 rolls over, and it's just to keep that stencil in place.
Right,
and
so
then,
just to keep it in place.
Yeah, that's right. And just choose whatever colour you want to do.
Me.
So I'm going to go for Sunset Yellow. Again, just pop it onto my palette there.
Now, those yellows, that's in our set 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really nice.
And then use a brush for brushing it over, and it's entirely up to you. This is quite a large stencil, so I'm going to use quite a large brush for it.
OK.
And I don't want too much, so actually I'll put the top on. Let's take that back off again. If you sort of brush it into the lid there, you can sort of meter how much you're going to put on.
So now this time you're not putting any of the liquid on?
None at all, because I want it dry for this one. So all we're going to do is then stencil it over.
I mean, again, so little is used, but look at the colour.
And how intense is that colour? And of course, actually, let me use a little bit of blue on there, even though I've got nothing to pop it in. You can, of course, then change it. I'm going down to green, and then hopefully it'll change to blue as well. So the really usable stencils that you're going to use on an everyday basis.
Yeah.
You know, and again, we can use these for paper crafting as well. Obviously not the same ones, please.
No,
but even I draw a limit at that one, because paint on it as well as cake, that's not great, is it?
No.
But it just finishes off your cupcakes. If that's all you want to do is just pop some icing on them, cut it round.
You know, the stencils are such a great idea. We have got this as a set of 4. Look at that, there's a butterfly. So, if you just made cupcakes...
Yeah.
And you just use use your circle cutter, cut that on top of a cupcake, perfect.
It is absolutely perfect.
That's a
isn't it?
really good idea. But also those stencils can be used, obviously, for your stencils as you would do for your card making,
Of course.
home decor. But of course, you wouldn't use the same set. Messy business. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Actually, that's gone through my head now. Because we often emboss on our crossover, don't we, with a stencil?
Yes, we do.
Mind you, wouldn't need to, 'cause it's got rolling
You've
pin,
got the
haven't
roller,
we?
yeah.
Okay,
I
get back
like
out my
that.
head again.
That's
I
a
don't
really
need
good
that.
idea. Have you got a different stencil?
I have, yeah.
Can we try
actually.
another one?
Of course we can.
Can we do it on the other side?
On the other side of that, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
Right, just give me a moment, because I've put them somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I will give you the
Because,
details very quickly of the stencils. You're going to get all four. All four. Not only are you going to get the butterflies, you're also going to get the ornate swirls, you're going to get the trellis, and you're going to get the vintage flock as well. 327862 is the item number to quote if you want to go for that one. And then, of course, remember, it is just £14 and 39 pence if you are in the Create and Craft Club. These are really good, such great value there as well.
They are, and we often do round stencils, which are great for cupcakes, but I particularly didn't want to do those because I wanted them larger, so which is why I've chosen these particular ones to go on, so that actually if it's not a small round cake that you're doing, then, you know, you've got a bit more choice and a bit more room there. So
just literally give it a little bit of a roll.
Just a little bit of a roll over, and then choose how you'd like to do it. I've still got that blue out, actually, so let's pop the blue on. Oh, silver. Now the metallics.
Silver. Oh
yes.
I think that's in set one. The silver. I'm sure that's set in set one with the white, and I think you've got the light blue there as well.
That's the one, yeah.
Is that light blue or is that a different blue?
I think that's light teal, actually.
That's light teal. What's it called? Pacific blue.
Oh, Pacific blue,
yeah,
right.
Nearly.
Nearly.
So that's your set one. You've also got set two to choose from. Set three is your greens. You've got set four with your browns there. Set five with the yellows that we use for the butterflies. And again, the silver is lovely.
It's gorgeous. Now, probably it would have been...
But you've got a bit of yellow on your brush.
Great not to do it straight after yellow without cleaning your brush. And again, I just clean these brushes. It's gorgeous.
Oh, I like the silver. It's got a lovely shimmer to it.
And also, if you use the chocolate icing or any of the other colours that they do, you can imagine
a good idea.
It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? So, perfect if you've got a wedding cake as well.
Yeah, but also if you're doing, decorating for a silver wedding anniversary also. But the icings, you're right, if you did it in the different colours.
Isn't that so beautiful?
And it has got a pearlescent shimmer to it.
Oh, look at that, you can see it from there. They're really easy to use. These are great for the children. My children decorate the cakes with these as well when they make them, because anyone can do it. So it's a great thing for parties as well.
I think that's a really great idea. So grab your dust. Should we have a look? Are you going to do one more demonstration?
Yeah, shall I
Shall we have a look at everything that we've just seen, this demonstration? Of course, we had the ready-to-roll... we had the stencils, of course. The set of four, remember. You're going to get your butterfly, the ornate swirls, the trellis, and of course the vintage flock. It's not a choice. You're going to get all four. 327862 is the item number to quote if you want to go for that one. Just £14 and 39 pence. Then, of course, we had the Renshaw modelling plate. We use the ready-to-roll icing, but we have got the flour and modelling paste there. 357741. Just £2.69 multi-buy on this. This is in white there. Then, of course, we use the ready-to-roll icing, again by that great brand of Renshaw. 357749. Just £1.35. Did we have this in colours, Johnny? Not on the show, but on the... Oh, but at 9 o'clock we'll have more colours as well, so don't forget to join us at 9. But obviously on the website you will find all the other colours. But 357749, just £1.35. Multi-buy on this if you can. And then, of course, we use the lovely dust, that rainbow dust. We've got all the collections for you, 5 collections. This is set 1, and that silver is shimmery and lovely. This is set 2 there. Then, of course, you've got set 3 of all your greens. You've got set 4 there with your deeper colour tones there. And you've got set 5 with those gorgeous yellows. We also use a bit of Tylo powder that we use with our ready-to-roll ice cream icing. That gives that sort of firmness, if you like. 275042 is the item number to quote if you want to go for that one. Baby's breath. I've just seen a picture across the studio. Oh, dear me.
It's lovely.
No, dear me.
In fact, I could paint it silver for you.
Oh, dear me. What do we like with my tiara?
Tiara.
Oh, dear. That was the hanging heart header die. Oh, wow. OK.
So I wanted to show, this is a more intricate die. This is our baby's breath.
So this is baby's breath. OK.
Yeah.
So, again, the baby's breath, so, again, we can cut our edible wafer
Absolutely,
paper.
our edible wafer paper with this, and pop it again in that cut tidy because it's really, really useful, and it does keep you quite a lot cleaner as well, because I don't have a separate crossover machine for cake.
Right.
So I do.
Actually, that's a good point with the cut tidy, that if you don't have a second crossover machine, so you're going to use your same cake things for...
Yeah.
That's why the cut tidy will keep things a little bit... It will keep it separate.
It will keep it separate.
That's a good
I do clean the plates down with alcohol beforehand.
Yes.
But I do tend to use the same crossover machine.
Yeah.
Because
Don't forget your cut tidy is 3 for 2. The item number that you see there on the screen, it gives you 10, plus you're going to get an extra 5 there. But if you want to go for 3 sets, pop all 3, say 3 in your basket, but as you get to checkout, that is where the magic happens. Although you've got 3, you're only going to pay for 2. £21.56 is the price if you're in the Create and Craft Club. That will give you 45 sheets of cut tidy. Remember that it's the cut tidy that we can use also with our card making.
It certainly is, yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. Use some in your craft
Come
room,
on.
some in the kitchen.
45 sheets. £21.56. Oh, dragée. Oh, we've just been told.
Oh, OK.
Dragée. Dragée. I told you it'd be something like that. Oh, look at us, dragging. It's dragging. It's dragée. So the dragées.
So what does that mean? Is that literally for small silver balls, or do you think?
Yeah.
have we got a dictionary up there?
Dragée. OK, that's us told. Thank you very much for that information.
Thank you. We needed to hear it anyway. So
oh, Angela emailed in.
Oh,
Dragée. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela.
Very much, Angela. Thank you very much. And by the way, Angela, if you're watching, if you want to get hold of your Cake Masters magazines, then we've got your January, February and March editions there. So if you... This is issues 28, 29 and 30. Shall I just flick through one of them? Just so you can sort of get a flavour. We loved this. Me and Rosella were...
Yeah.
We were looking at this... let's do it this way. We were looking at this, weren't we? Because
I like that.
I like that. And now that is rice paper. You know our edible paper, can we colour it?
Yes.
With dust?
We just did.
Oh!
And I'm going
yeah.
to show you how to colour it with just without any medium as well. So you're going to be able to do that with your dusts.
Oh, sorry,
well.
look at... I see the
What have you
wrinkles
seen?
on there. Yeah.
And the brushes.
Oh, yeah, OK. And then, that's a great oh, wow. That's spectacular.
Oh, that's Rosy Cake Diva, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, look at that tutorial. You can be able to do that. Get your wafer paper. They're using wafer paper. Oh, look, all the step-by-step guides. That's great. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, look at that. How to do your meringues. How to make your meringues. How to do the rainbow
wow.
surprise. How to do that cake. Oh, look at that
Oh, he's
tutorial.
good. I
He's
like
great.
him.
The pomegranate cake. No, this is great. You're getting all 3 of the magazines there for, what? £5? Oh, that's amazing.
Isn't that beautiful? But and down to this.
Oh, that's lovely.
So of course we've got if we get flower dyes, we
Yes.
can obviously create this as well, and you
That's
can
a
build
good
them
idea.
up.
Yeah, really good idea. Wow, the spectacular makes here. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure whether I like that or not, to be
I
honest.
don't know about that. And you've got a burger in there, you've got hot dogs, you've got corn on the cob, you've got... that looks like...
chops.
That looks like
Ribs.
ribs. What does that look like? Oh, a jam donut. Then you've got macaroons, you've got pancakes, but it's all made out of cake. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, painted cake.
Look at that, painted cakes there. Look at that. Oh, so tune in, remember, at 9 o'clock. Painted cakes. You've got, I mean, there's just so much in here. And that's just one of your magazines. That's just one of, oh, that's brilliant.
Isn't that good?
That's brilliant, yeah. Wow.
Oh, I like that.
Wow.
Now, I'm doing a wedding cake in April.
Are you?
Yeah, perhaps I would have a look at this and see if she'd like to change her mind, because there's some beautiful cakes.
That's a cake. That's amazing. Look at that. That's, oh, look.
Oh, that's sweet.
These are cookies. Oh, that's great. Really great. I love it. Okay, so that's only one of your magazines. Remember, you're going to get all three. Also on our website, you'll see the subscription, I believe, as well, for Cake Masters. So you will get... You can have a look at it there. The Cake Academy's got its own... oh, look at this, a lovely Rosella. Lovely page there, but you can get the subscription as well. If you've missed a lesson, you can always catch up as well. So if you're new to us and you just missed it, you can catch up on previous lessons as well. Okay, so what we're going to do next?
So we've got our baby's
Are we going to really
breath
cut this cake at the end of the show?
Yeah.
What time is it?
Eat
Okay,
it.
we've got about 20 minutes. Magic hands. 16 minutes. Get the knife ready, sweetheart. And we have to leave a bit for Johnny and, of course, for Chris as well. And for Laura, for everyone. God, we've got to get in there quick.
But the wafer paper will take colour as well.
Yes.
So actually, I think this would be really, really nice in silver, wouldn't it? Because then it's going to make such a great wedding cake or silver wedding cake, christening cake. So again, use your tops because it just spills back in again anyway.
If you are going for the wafer paper, please be quick for this. This is what happens all the time. You get the popular items. Everything's very, very popular in the show this hour, I must say. But 70% now of the entire stock has sold out. It's just $8.99 if you are in the Create and Craft Club. You are going to get 10 sheets. Lots of you multi-buying here on this. This is new today. 362625 is the item number. You've seen how beautifully they cut with the tattered lace dies.
Yep.
Really stunning.
And it's just beautiful. Now, I'm actually colouring it, excuse me, I'm colouring it off the cake again because you can paint it on the cake, but you've got to be really uber careful, and I'm not.
And it's easier to do it from there then.
It's certainly easier. I'm just going to pop that on a darker colour so that you can actually see then. Just how lush that looks.
Oh my goodness, that is beautiful.
It's such a pretty delicate
And look at that,
dye.
look at that shimmer on there. And the tiniest amount was used.
They're going to last and last and last.
But look at that baby's breath dye.
And then this is...
That's a beautiful dye, honestly.
It is absolutely exquisite, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a great size dye, which is why I've used it on this cake, because then
So this is what we've got
That's
there.
right, so you can attach it then just at the bottom. And again, using the edible glue. So you can use water if you don't possess that, but just a very small amount of water. But because you've got the stability on the paper, it means you can get that lift and you can get the air through it. Yeah. And it's just so very delicate.
That is really stunning. It really is absolutely beautiful. That baby's breath dye. And again, we've used the rainbow dust. We've used that silver in there, which got a really pearlescent look to it as well. But 362445, that's for your baby's breath. That's for that dye there. And again, you can see on the package, and that's what it looks like. But again, you can see the actual size of the dye. So it is a substantial dye. But also, as we know with tattered lace dyes, you've got that sniffability factor as well. Which is really nice, which we absolutely love. I love that one. Honestly.
Yeah, if you're going to use it on cupcakes, actually.
Yes.
I think I did. Oh, here we go, there's one here.
Yeah.
So if you use it on cupcakes, then obviously then you're going to need to cut it down and then to create your own.
Yes, of course, yeah. I mean, again, cutting it down, imagine that was the top of your cupcakes, so you can snip into them.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful thing about the tattered lace dyes. 362445 is the item number to quote there. We talked about the subscription for the Cake Masters. We're going to move on to the next demonstration, but let's have a look at this. Because this will give you all the details, and the subscription is great value for money as well. Take a look at this.
Cake Masters magazine is one of the UK's leading cake decorating monthlies. It includes fabulous step-by-step cake tutorials, recipes, expert advice, competitions, interviews, design inspirations, and so much more. You can order your 12-month subscription to Cake Masters magazine right here for just £35 and with free UK P&P. To order your 12-month subscription, either visit createandcraft.tv or call 09056 480 480 and quote the item number on your screen.
There you go. So that's your subscription there. But 362445 is the item number there for the baby's breath die. There, just £11.69 if you are in the Create and Craft Club. It's a beautiful die. This is a die, of course, that you can use on your cards and your papers.
Of course you can.
Would this cut really not for vellum and things like that?
It will certainly cut vellum. For fabric, I wouldn't use that one.
Not fabric, though.
But I would try it if you interface your fabric first, so that you've got that stability there. You know, it's a bit of fabric at the end of the day. Use it on a scrap. Right. Try it on a scrap and just see, because once you've got that stiffener behind it, it will cut an amazing amount.
Yeah, very true.
But yeah, I mean, these dies are useful for so very many things.
Absolutely.
But the fact that we can use them on cake because they are cake safe.
Yeah.
And one of my very, very favourites is the shoestring bow.
Yeah.
Shoestring bow, because it layers up beautifully. So I'm going to cut this 2 or 3 times just to show you how to layer it. So this is the shoestring.
I don't know if Chris caught that. But this is the shoestring bow. And again, a nice large size there, 362461, just £15.29. It's a perfect one as well to use as a wrap around a cupcake, or cut off the, you know, the sort of...
Cut the ribbons,
and then use it on the top of a cupcake.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you wanted to make lots of bows around, you know, a really big celebration cake, that would be incredible.
And I think that's the beauty of the dies, is that you can just keep cutting.
Yeah.
A, it's very quick, but B, is very, very accurate, so they're all going to be absolutely perfect then. You know, so if you're doing a cake that's actually made up just of cupcakes, you know that every single one is going to be perfect.
And all the same, uniform as well, and that's what's important when you want that professional look as well. And what was I going to... Oh, yeah, what about the... Is there an angel policy with these?
No, not at all.
So we can make our use, cut and use as many times as we like. Yeah. So the angel policy, they're very generous. So if you're in the business of decorating, cake making and decorating cakes or cupcakes or cookies, and you want to have the special decorations, these dies that we're showing you during your Cake Academy are exquisite. Tattered lace is synonymous with quality, synonymous with intricate design as well. It is a company that, you know, they work tirelessly, whether it's Stephanie, you've got Nancy, you've got Rosella, of course you've got Lizzie, you've got the entire team. They work tirelessly to bring us great products, but dies that are not only intricate, but the design. The dies are always incredible. The dies that we've shown you today during this hour, they are your cake dies, if you like, but these are dies that you can use in your card making and your scrapbooking. We would say if you are going to use both, then I would go for 2 sets. Because, of course, just for health and safety, you know what it's like these days, health and safety, I would go for 2. But we've got all of the dies there for you to choose from. Do dive on the website. There you will see everything on the show. Don't forget, if you've also missed one of our previous Cake Academy shows, you can also find it there as well. All the www.createandcraft.tv. That's beautiful, Rosella.
It is so delicate, and treat it just as you would any of our dies, so just gently tease out the little bits. I'm just going to do it once more as well. So we can
you've done a couple of them.
Yeah, and it's that quick.
Oh, I see. So, I thought it was the same one.
No,
well,
it really is.
I thought it was the same one. I really did.
You do want to. You do want to empty your cut tidy each time, because otherwise it will imprint it onto the top. So do make sure that you do empty that cut tidy. And
we can also see the bows at the top of the cake there as well. The cake that is about to be cut towards the end of the show. But that's a really great idea. I thought they were butterflies, but really lovely idea.
That's what I see in them as well. And I think, actually, yes, you could use this as a butterfly die, so I think that's going to be great. Because you're going to get so much more use from it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, don't forget, let's give you the details for your fantastic shoestring bow die. And again, remember, this is from Tattered Lace. 362461 is the item number there. Just £15.29. We're also using, remember, the edible wafer paper. Very, very busy for this. 75% now of the stock here has sold out. 362625. It's just £8.99 for your 10 sheets. Each sheet, a dimension of A4 in size. 362625. Don't forget, we've got the rainbow dust we're about to use once again.
Any particular colour you'd like your bows? What do you think? I've got lots of beautiful colours. Shall we have a look at those browns?
Yes.
Because I've got milk chocolate here.
Oh, let's have a look at that.
What's a new one? There we go.
Oh.
It's a bit nice, isn't it?
Yes.
And you might even find that you've got enough just in the lid
In the
anyway.
lid?
Yeah. But do...
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Yes, we like that.
Let's do 3 different colours.
Yeah, OK, we will do. You choose. Yeah, of course you
can.
can.
Oh, look.
Of course you can.
Oh, hold on. Oh, claret.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
I see that claret is one of your favourites.
It's the one that I use for roses.
Oh,
is
it?
Yeah, it's my favourite one for roses, so I do use that quite a lot. I do have my favourites, I have to say.
Okay.
So you can just dust that on. The joy of actually using just the dust means that you're not putting any moisture at all onto your wafer paper.
That's right.
So it's going to hold it even more stable as well if you need it.
Oh, that claret is nice. Now, that claret is in the collection with the browns, actually.
Is it? Oh, right.
I'm sure it is. Is that set 3 or 4? I think it's set 4. That claret is lovely.
Rich colour, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's lovely. That's set 4. Let's have a look at set 1 with your silver. We love the silver there, with the Pacific blue. Then, of course, you've got set 2 there with all the baby blue there, with the chocolate there, the browns. You've got set 3 is all your greens there. You've got set 4, which you just said, with the clarets there. And then, of course, you've got set 5. That is your punch of colours there with your yellows. That claret, I think that's a great colour.
It's a beautiful colour, isn't it?
And you can see that this is the one that, obviously, Rosella uses the most. But you see, so this cake here, is this using the claret?
That's using claret, and that's actually using white on it, and then that...
Oh, you've mixed it?
Yeah, there's a couple of greens on there as well. I think it's the... it's either the citrus or the spring green
greens
and
that you've used
the
in there as
autumn
well.
green as well. So, yeah, by all means, mix them, make your own colours, whatever suits you.
Absolutely.
Now, I've just got a bit of kitchen roll there to clean your brush as you go through. Ideally, use a different brush.
Yeah.
Because it will contaminate. And when you want to clean your brushes, I still tend to use alcohol on these rather than water anyway.
Right,
I just find it more useful. So you can cut them down just as you can any tattered lace die with your clean scissors.
Yep.
Oops, come back out there. And because they are this wafer paper, it means that when you stand them up, they're going to stay stood up as well.
Or as Chris, our director, said, then you can eat it.
And then you can eat it, yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah.
But then you could use those little sticks as little fences or something.
Of course you could, nothing's wasted. And
No.
you've seen how much already, have you only used
one sheet
of wafer paper?
Yeah.
It's going to go on and on
So
and
everything that we've cut this hour, we've only used 1 sheet of your wafer paper. Remember, in the collection you're going to get 10 of your A4 sheets. Now, breaking news, limited stock for your edible wafer paper. If you do want to get this, lots of you multi-buying here, if you do want to get this, then you've got to be quick. £8.99 is the price, 362,625. Don't forget, these are edible papers that will last as well, and also it will just give your cake decorating, whether you're decorating cakes for occasions, whether it's cupcakes or cookies, it just gives you that extra sort of je ne sais quoi, if you like. Especially if you're getting those dies as well that cut them so beautifully. Limited stock here, so 362,165 is the item number to quote if you want to go for that one. Don't forget also the shoestring die will give you that detail there. That's your shoestring bow. that we've just cut there. 362461 is the item number, £15.29 is the price. Don't forget the Cake Academy is here with you every Sunday at 5 p.m. It is a regular slot here on Create and Craft. You can series link it as well, so please do that so you don't miss a thing. On our website, we do have your Cake Academy site there also, and there, if you've missed any of the previous shows, you can obviously watch it there on our website, all the www.createandcraft.tv.
Oh, there it is. Now, you'll find you need to wait really until the glue's dry before you can lift it.
Oh, that's great.
It's
can we see that?
Layers, but it's
I know we can't lift it up now because...
so pretty. And they will stay up when it's dry there. But because we've used the dust dry, it means we've got no added moisture on there either, so it's just going to retain its stability.
Lovely. Would you like to do the honours?
I'm not sure.
Whilst I remind everyone of everything that we've used this hour, of course, we've used the Cut Tidy. Oh, I love it. We used the shoestring bow. There it is, 362461. Let's have a look at your Cut Tidy. That's what we also use on the show. Remember, it is a fantastic price there, £10.78, but it's 3 for 2, so if you want to go for 3 packs, you're only going to pay for 2 at checkout. 352410. We also use the all-important crossover machine. Remember, you're going to get all the plates that you need, full instructions. It's a really great machine, so whether it's for your cake decorating dies or for your card making, scrapbooking, fabrics, home decor, 341952. 4 flexi pays there of just £42.75. Very, very popular for, of course, your edible wafer paper there. 362625 is the item number. You've got to be quick if you want to go for this. Now, our stencils. Absolutely love these stencils. All 4 are available for you for just £14.39. 327862 is the item number there, if you want to go for that. I love you, Rosella.
It's a shame, doesn't it?
To waste. You watch. Everyone's starting to, gather round.
There's a lot of people in the studio right now, I've noticed.
All of a sudden, just, milling around. Oh, just happen to be about, just waiting around. Yeah, there we go. Waiting around. Yeah, there's Howard.
Howard's there.
Howard's there. And upstairs, the guys are about to run downstairs any minute now. Now, remember the stencils there, 327862. Don't forget, this is your gorgeous Cake Academy. Rosella, how amazing. And we're back. Don't forget to join us at 9. Bye-bye.
Cake Masters magazine is one of the UK's leading cake decorating monthlies. It includes fabulous step-by-step cake tutorials, recipes, expert advice, competitions, interviews, design inspirations, and so much more. You can order your 12-month subscription to Cake Masters magazine right here for just £35 and with free UK P&P. To order your 12-month subscription, either visit createandcraft.tv or call 09056 480